Welcome back everybody, ProSpartanGamer here with the first episode of a brand new series in Games of a Generation, games on the PS3, my favourite games on the PlayStation 3. And first up we have Fight Night Champion by EA Sports. Like I say, this is my favourite games, not necessarily yours. There'll be about a dozen of them and we're just going to go through each game, what it features, the good things, why I like it, a ProSpartanGamer score at the end, and all the modes and a bit of gameplay as well on each thing. Just going through in the background here the rosters on Fight Night Champion. This game came out in 2011. You can buy it pretty much at the moment for about £10 pre-owned. I would recommend you give it a go if you haven't already. It's definitely the best boxing game on this generation. Probably about 50 fighters in the roster, various weights, all the greats and modern day boxers as well. Plus you've got the opportunity to make your own in edit mode, and also I will show you a little bit later on in this video that you can boxer share and you can pick and download pretty easily the best boxers that other people in the community and online have made. So it's a everlasting sort of game and can keep up to date pretty easy. Like I say, fighters that weren't in this game in 2011, a lot of them are available to pick up, downloadable from the Boxer Share button off the main menu there. Yeah, so I really like this game because it's obviously a fighting game, but it's got a little bit more to it than that. Basically it is a good sports sim, and I do quite like sports titles, but I like sports titles that have got longevity, and I think this one has. So I'm just going to show you a bit of gameplay in the background now. Plenty of arenas on this game as well. This one's Broadwalk Hall, but there is the MGM Grand, Royal Theatre in London. I mean, there's lots of different gyms. All the boxers have got different intros or walks into the ring, different music, giving it the big I am, and then you've got the MC in the middle that in the red corner, in the blue corner, and all this. Bit of gameplay going on in the background. A couple different ways you can play. You can either use the analog sticks to do the punches, pushing them in different directions and doing various combination moves, or you can just use the square, circle, triangle buttons if you're using PlayStation 3. Trigger buttons help you block and help you do power punches. But as you see, the graphics and everything are decent on this game. It's got everything it's needed, really. Bingo! There you see a nice big punch and he's gone down on the canvas. Coming across with a right cross, catching him on the chin bolian. And nice replays on this game. Nice slow replays to show you the face distorting, a bit of blood coming out. Then you've got to use the analog sticks to get up from a knockdown, which gets harder the more times you've been down. Here's another big fight that we're going to go MGM Grand for this one. Just show you two legends of the middleweight class, Marvin Hagler v Sugar Ray Leonard. So you can match up any legends you like, really. I think you can go one weight above, so if you wanted to say a middleweight against a welterweight or a middleweight against a light heavyweight, that's fine. You can't whack a featherweight in against a heavyweight. That would obviously not quite work out. But there you see, pretty accurate in the facial graphics of Marvin Hagler there. Marvellous Marvin Hagler. Looks pretty damn good. He was a bit of a monster in his day in the middleweight class. And he's against the quick moving Sugar Ray Leonard. There he is. What a boxer he was. Quick as you like, nimble on his feet. And you've got a little bit of gameplay of them two having a bit of a fight in a minute. Quite accurate records as well underneath. Here they are. Southpaw Hagler against the very quick Sugar Ray Leonard. And you see the different styles of the blocking. Sugar Ray Leonard's got a totally different block to Marvin Hagler. Hagler's got high hands, orthodox. Sugar Ray Leonard with the one hand protecting his body and the other one. And you can use the analog sticks to weave your body, as you see there. And then also in between rounds you've got this little function so you can see the stamina and the recovery of each boxer, which is quite cool. Obviously when your stamina's down, you're more susceptible to a knockdown punch, and then you get a little bit of a floozy walking round with a set of 2 out in some of them, holding up the old sign for which round it is. You also get a bit of blood about the place, and you can get swollen eyes and stuff like that. The body damage is pretty good. You can see Hagler's got an awful lot of damage in this fight already. And there she is, walking around. You can see Hagler flowing and uppercuts galore coming in here, and that's just, he's stunned. When it goes red like that, you're stunned, and you've got to hold on for dear life or try and get out of the way, but he couldn't. He got one right on the beak then, right on the end of the nose, and you see blood on Hagler's face, and Sugar Ray's landed him with a couple right crosses, and he's down on the deck. Another fight you'd have loved to see, innit? Thomas the Hitman Hearns against Manel Pacquiao. What a fight. The Pac-Man giving up some height advantage here. This is a right slugfest. Look at this going on. Thomas the Hitman Hearns, and he's got him, he's stunned him. Can he survive? Big right and left cross has caught Pacquiao, and he's down on the canvas. Look at that. Lovely left cross coming in right on the Temple Mead station, and he's down on the canvas, kissing his feet. And here we are again, same fight a bit later on, and now Thomas Hitman Hearns is stunned, and a left uppercut by the Pac-Man's got him down. Look at that. Right on the Chimboli. Right on the Chimboli, and Thomas Hitman, he had another one. As he went down, he had another one in interest. Another fight here, New York Arena. Oh, what a matchup. This is what I mean. This is the sort of thing you can throw together. You can either play against the AI, the computer, or you can be 2 friends in the same room playing, or you can be online playing this. And you've got Mike Tyson, the absolute brute. Real big fighter in this game. His uppercuts are ferocious. He goes in with a power uppercuts against one of the greats, all-time living greats, obviously, Muhammad Ali. This is a matchup that a lot of you would do if you had the game. But this game, I think it's got some real longevity, like I said, and I am a bit disappointed that EA Sports have sort of said they've got no plans at the moment for a next-gen Fight Night champion, because I think it's got all the sort of things in the game already to make quite a good next-gen title. And they said they're concentrating all their efforts really on UFC, which is very American, but perhaps not that big in Europe. So there's Tyson just landing a couple massive blows to put Ali down on the canvas, and he's caught that one, and you see saliva going always, and he's got him again. No mercy here from Tyson. His clubbing blows to the back of Ali's head, and he's caught him with a couple sledgehammer blows. Like I say, Tyson is pretty ferocious on this game. He really is. And there's blood and all sorts dribbling out of his mouth there, Ali, as he goes down. He ain't getting up from there, I don't think. No, he's waving. Look at it. Oh dear, he's headbutting the canvas. This is what, if you don't quite get it right with the analog sticks, it's very hard once you've been down a couple times to get it right. And that's good night Irene from Muhammad Ali there, and then you can see blood everywhere. Medicus is coming in. Medic's lifting him up. Blood all down his cheek. And if you go on and have some massive fights, you can really get in a right mess, your boxers. Okay, this is Boxer Share. This is what I was on about earlier, about all the sort of different faces that people have put up on the internet or in the Boxer Share menu. I've even seen Justin Bieber and Harry Potter and zombies, black magic, someone like the Invisible Man. Who wouldn't love to have Justin Bieber in there and let Mike Tyson beat him all to shit? I mean, Christ, that's worth a game in it. That's worth a tenner in its own, isn't it? Yeah, I've seen Carl Froch, George Groves, Floyd Mayweather. There's a couple there. Someone's made a Savage Jones, which is just their take of something different. And Ray Briggs, another one that someone's made. Don't have to necessarily be real people. Ivan Drago, there he is from the Rocky IV films, a Russian. And you've also got Rocky IV in there, so that you could have your movie matchup. Yeah, but some of the weights are a little bit light, like the featherweight and stuff like that. So if you want to make a few people and whack them in there, then it adds to it, and it gives you a few more options in the fighting on the other weights. You've got quite a lot of middleweights and heavyweights. As someone's made Black Demon there, you see a bit of a strange looking dude. But like I say, you've got them all in there. You've got Oscar De La Hoya, you've got Roberto Duran, you know, you've got every boxer really I think you can think of really, and if they're not in there, then there's another different version of Manny Pacquiao there, and there's Floyd Mayweather. Right, the career mode on this game, boxer or the legacy mode, you start off, you design your own boxer, you can edit everything on it basically, what they look like, tattoos on their body, shorts they wear, gloves they wear, call them whatever name you want, and then you've got all different things of what boxing style you take, stance, whether you're southpaw, whether you're orthodox, whether you're a power hitter, a counter puncher, and you earn XP through training and through the fights which you're looking at now, and then you can increase these stats, and it's quite a gradual thing. You can't just go there and all of a sudden have a right cross or a right hook and knock someone out. It does take quite a lot of fights and sparring to get the XP. It's paced pretty well, to be fair, the boxer growth on the game, and you obviously move up the ranks fighting different standards of boxers to get there. So I think the career mode is pretty spot on the way they've paced it. It's not totally easy. I mean, I've done a couple now. I mean, this guy here has had 5 fights now, 5 wins, 5 KOs, but he's only ranked sort of 40th in the world. You start off ranked around 50, and you then get messages and stuff to say who do you want to fight. You can sometimes fight someone who's a little bit higher up if someone's pulled out of a fight and earns you more XP and more money. Here's all the editing modes here, just waited for that to load, and now you can see he's got a nice set of shorts on, jogging and bobbing and weaving there, and you can change all of, you know, in top colour. You can even change the colour of the mouth guard, and they've got several different makers' names for your shorts and everything. You can have Adidas, you can have Lonsdale, you can have Everlast. There's all the boxing stuff there, and then you can see all the different tattoos you can put on his body. You can put tattoos on his chest, on his arm, on his back, on each forearm. You can put a beard on if you want there. You can have a chin strap, a 70s Chinese moustache, Danish porn star moustache, all sorts of stuff. Just bog standard stubble. Change all his different hairstyles. You can change whether he's really big, whether he's tall, whether he's, you know, a bit fatter. And like I say, here's the different tattoos. There's hundreds of them. I don't know how many it says there, 129, something like that. Options galore. I mean, customization and editing nerds' dreams really of creating a boxer. It could take nearly as long making your boxer as what you can do in 10 fights, half a dozen fights on here, I would have thought. The EA Sports, you know, pretty good on the customization stuff on a lot of their sports games. I've had Tiger Woods Golf, and that's pretty much the same about how you make your character and that. There's lots of different options, isn't there? Then you go on to the robes. You can even do ring entrance, different music as you come in the ring, different styles of boxing. There you've got orthodox, there you've got southpaw. How you hold your guard, you can see there is right up, peekaboo. All different ones there. Like I showed you when Leonard was fighting Hagler, they had totally different guards, didn't they? And then you've got all this how you want to box and fight, different ways, sliders of changing how you fight. So like I said, it's all on there. There's loads of options for customization on your boxer in Boxer Legacy, and then you can also fight that once that boxer comes up the ranks. You can also fight against the other fights in just online or one player fights. Then you've got, you just saw in the background me scheduling a fight just to show you how it works. Depending on how much money you've earned, you can pick different standards of gym. I think there's about 7 or 8 there, and then you book a training camp via this calendar, and you get, I think it's 5 or 6 weeks before each fight, where you can do a couple sparring sessions or events, or you can do training on a punch bag or weights training to improve different sections of your stats. Just got to be careful that you don't go into a sparring or a training session the week before a fight, because it will damage your stamina for the actual big fight. and you need your stamina to be as high as possible before you go into any fight. Otherwise you will find yourself kissing the canvas, there's no doubt about that. So once you're into the different trainings, you've got athletic training and you've got all this stuff there, weights, endurance, speed, strength training, you can pick one of those and it improves where you go. Then on skills training, you've got open sparring, heavy bag sparring, speedball training, and depending on how many points you get in the sparring sessions, you get more XP for your boxer growth. So it's very important that you do it. And then you've got messages from your manager offering you more XP and stuff for certain things if you achieve in the fight, you know, if you put them down inside 4 rounds and stuff like that. And you can also do events. So that's the legacy mode, and now coming up in the background you can see a little cutscene. Electronic Arts presents. This is Andre Bishop. You will meet this guy and his family, and you'll get to know him quite well in the other little takeoff, which I think is pretty rare for sports games. But you've got a little story mode here where you follow this guy and his family and his trainer, Andre Bishop, young up and coming heavyweight champion, and you follow his story. I'm not going to give you too many spoilers, but in and out of jail, and you get set different sort of challenges all the way through, which earn you trophies and unlock boxers on your boxer rotor, which you can use for fighting against other people online, or you could take them into the legacy mode if you wanted to. We actually made Kratos from God of War series the other night, or we found him on Boxer Share. We started a legacy mode as Kratos. You can do it with anyone. There's his brother giving TV interviews, and his manager in the background there. You will get to see a lot more of his brother and Andre Bishop, and this guy and his trainer in the background, the absolute tank that is Isaac Frost. You probably see him in the rosters when we were flicking through earlier. 95 rated heavyweight, probably the best, one of the best on the game, and it doesn't take a genius to work out that in the climax of the champion mode, Andre Bishop has got to fight Isaac Frost. But no more real spoilers, I'm just showing you the sort of presentation of cutscenes and stuff that there are. You can hear a bit of it going on and over my voice in the background, sort of chit chat and expletives that are coming out of both camps. And this bent promoter here, he's a dirty crook really. And along the line, Andre Bishop finds himself in jail, and he gets beaten to a pulp when he bends down to pick up the soap in the showers. Got more than he bargained for. Like I say, you go back 4 years earlier to that, when he's fighting in the Olympic Games in the amateur arena with the head guards on, and of course it's all about points and how many times you hit them in the amateur, so you've got to do a little bit of fighting like that, which is quite good. You've got a little bit of a basic fights, and you've got to achieve knockdowns in certain rounds, or you've got to punch him so many times in the body, or you've got to cover up certain side of your head. Whoa, look at that! Timber! Knocked him straight off his feet, right on the button with the uppercut. Lovely uppercut there, and look at him, went straight back like a tree. And this is nice little cutscenes. I'll leave this one to just for you to look at this in the background. This is a bit like an ESPN Newsnight function on Andre and a couple wins he's had promoting him. His win over Lucius Palmer, or Lucius Palmer's next fight against, I think. And then we go on and see, I think it's Isaac Frost, total demolition of another man. Just really setting up that fight. Here he is, look at him, absolutely pummeling the big guy there in the background.
He's now 2-0 with 2
beast, Isaac Frost, can't believe I said beast. Yeah, that's Fight Night Champion. I think that's pretty much wrapped it up, and I like it because it's variety and it's longevity and lots of different things you can do, including the boxer share function, which I think is really good. I give that a ProSpartanGamer score of 8.5. Thanks for joining me. Look out for more games of the generation. Cheers dudes, stay safe, and go out and buy it. It's £11 pre-owned. Cheers.